Still back at the beginning then. Because there's the guy who shot himself. Because with his wife or sister, his wife I think, turned into a skull. There's a right shot myself. Still has my blood and everything. Oh no, bitrate unstable, what's going on here? Comcast, you okay? Oh, the stream dropped an hour in. Gross. Comcast, how can you do this to me? Yesterday, Comcast was such a pain. I couldn't watch anything for more than 30 seconds, so I just unplug, replug in the router. And I guess now it's still acting up. I guess it's not so bad. Just dropping stream once. But still, Comcast, if you could not, if you could be stable. Fittingly sad, somber violins in the menu from that. Did it at least capture finding the flowers and marking the grave? You know, for that matter, I don't think we've seen his sister, have we? His sister's gone. He's upstairs. Sister or wife, whichever it was. And nobody else is here. Maybe this is her crawling away? Then bloodstain? Yeah. I guess she's just out there, somewhere. Maybe among the skulls that I've already killed. Blood outside.
It's locked, all right.
Why are they locking their saves? Nobody lives here. Just let me have your stuff. Well, that's everything for Southwark then. Gotta find my way back out. And have two things to do now. To hide the truth about the gravediggers, or tell the truth that they're dead. And return to Dyson. And let him know we have dropped flowers. Flowers and frames and the stream.
This is despicable.
And another pair of rats on the other side. They taste great raw. Or with formaldehyde. Rats? There they are.
I have this thirst for blood.
Is it combat itself that gives blood, or that gives experience, or is it just blood? Like if I eat the rat, 983
I can't believe I'm doing this.
to 983. So just consuming blood of rats does not raise up experience. Oh, heard voices, just him. Fishburne, I was this close to eating you. Edwina? Got news.
Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Personal questions. About Boop's belief in monsters.
Tell me your feelings about Booth's belief in monsters, Edwina.
It makes him look weak in front of the boys. That's my feeling about it. But ghosts don't scare me.
You don't
Do
believe
vampires?
you really saw something then?
I don't care what he saw or not. All I know is that a real man keeps his fears to himself if he wants to be obeyed.
Trouble in paradise.
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark. It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reed. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
Nowhere to be found, now they're dead. Why hide the truth anyway? What's the benefit of that?
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot boys thank you for your help.
Maybe it's a difference of troop movements for the Wet Boot boys. If I say no, it's perfectly safe, then she sends the Wet Boot boys in, and several end up dying, or they become presence you could fight.
Have money, I'll show you all I have.
Common. No goods. Could I sell my watch? Jonathan's watch for 11. 28 for the mirror. Dudes, I have 1,082 shillings. 14, oh, for each watch I'm thinking. Multiple? Now that's each. Each watch, regular watch, is better than my watch. Small pocket watch 11. Jonathan's watch 11. Good resale value versus an elegant pocket watch. Bah. You missed.
You again. What do you want?
I want to talk to you about your fear of ghosts and vampires.
I know you believe monsters are real, Booth. They are. I know, I saw one, but no one believes me.
Tell me what you saw.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for real.
The sewer
it's
dog.
Not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it. No one believes me.
It could be a skull. Maybe it's an econ. But some skulls do have that teleportatey stuff.
Are your friends mocking you?
Even Edwina told me once to never speak about it, but I know what I saw. And it wasn't human. Not human at all.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Heartless, you're wrong. So someone will kill you. One person kills, so you kill him. Now you're a killer, so someone kills you. And so on and so on. Someone will kill you. Kind of sounds like a threat. Like when you tell Mortimer's mother, you have to come to terms with the fact that maybe your son might die. Which locked me out of like a couple of hints. So maybe these are the "we are going to eat you, we've chosen to" option. Are you heartless?
Are you so heartless that you could pull the trigger and kill someone without even blinking?
Have you looked around recently? Do you really think one more body will make a difference?
Yeah, it does. That's a game mechanic.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
They say, then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Good evening.
Hello.
Nothing new, right? After those two? Nothing new. Could I speak to the vampire hunter about the sewer dog
Good evening,
that
Mr.
Digby saw?
Dr. Reed.
Nope. Nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing.
Goodbye. And good hunting.
Shut the turquoise for a time.
Anything new on you?
Welcome back, Doctor.
Nothing new. Medical checkup, he's fine. And he's juicy. 2,750, and that's only halfway through.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Nah, but he's a pillar. I can't. I've already lost one pillar.
You still working it?
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise.
Goodbye. Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard. Why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
Who'd you kill? Was this a friend of yours? Responsible for a bombing attack which killed people by mistake. So was it a mistake, or was someone you didn't want killed in the way? How come I sense your guilt? I want you to remember the bomb. Is that gonna break him, like how the compelling broke Dorothea?
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. By killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
You too died that day. Jonathan Reed, the poet. You are a coward. You made a terrible mistake. Maybe he died that day. I mean, look at him now. Ever since that day, it's just been bottled morning, noon, and night.
That bomb also killed you that day, don't you see? You just die a slower death, drink by drink.
I know. Maybe I deserve judgment. Until that day, I'll just be Dyson the drunk, not Dyson the murderer.
New hint? Dyson has always managed to hide his crime and has never been judged. Is that the game telling me that if I must consume the blood of my friends, he's got no relationships, he's a total social outcast, he's guilty of a crime that he has not been punished for? Is this who the hungry god shall eat?
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
Why use a bomb? You were not targeting the victims.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
So, did he mean to blow up the building itself, or is this going to be like a scare tactic? A bomb that blows up the facade, spooks some people, in a spot where no one's ever parked up until then?
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson and Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
Noble enough. Maybe he should have put something there. Like, if it was going to use a short fuse bomb, right? Maybe he could have put some cones or something? Because I can't imagine a short fuse takes forever, right? So, it seems like the timeline is he goes there, plants a bomb, lights it, leaves, and as he walks away, a car drives up and parks. Which is kind of comical but sad.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
So maybe he could have put some bricks, some concrete bags, something to block the path.
Offered a drink to the boy.
Anywho, 3,000 XP now.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight, these carts will be running completely amok.
3,000 XP. So can I afford what I want? What was I aiming for last time? My ultimate I still can't get. You require level 14. I could possibly squeeze out level 14. Can I squeeze out level 14 and have points left over to unlock the second level of the Abyss for 120 more shadow damage? Blood capacity, blood absorption when biting. I think I want that for sure. Level 13. You know what? I don't think I'm going to make it to the next level and maintain 2,000 experience points. Capacity. Big thirst. Maybe I do want more stuff to use. Because coagulation uses no blood. It's just cooldown every 9 seconds. I can't remember if the Abyss uses blood or not. Shadow Mist does. Autophagy does. 1,300. I might just have to accept that I won't be able to get more Abyss points during this rest. A supernatural move to your target to cause damage upon landing. 500, 1,000. I'm okay with Shadow Mist being my area of effect attack. I want spears, maybe? A spear of blood to pass through enemies? A blood barrier for defense? I really am kind of okay with what I have. So maybe just more bites, more health instead. 1,000 points. So it does look like if I want to get higher up that I have to cross over the 2,000 point threshold. Alright, in that case, got my big thirst. Do I want blood capacity? Blood capacity is alright, I think. Stamina's alright. 150 to 200? Nah, just give me the autophagy then. 13, then 2,000. Cost up. Trade instant health gain for greater restoration. 200 healing, 200 healing, 250. What does it do though? 300 healing. So is that less instantaneous healing? 50 points less instantaneous healing than the level 2. About 100, 200, 300 points of healing over time. Because I'd just rather have the healing up front. 400, 500, yeah? I just want this. I just want level 2 Abyss, but it won't let me have it. Coagulation. 2,000 points for 5 seconds of control. Or to have their blood burst out of their body. Actually, that's not bad. Instead of more seconds, which I don't really need, because as soon as you attack them, then they pop out of the control anyway. But it costs no blood to use, but I can gain blood every time I use it. Free blood every 9 seconds. Maybe that's what I want. I think it is. I think I'll take that. So I'll give myself... Cost 2,000 on you. Increase damage and range. Or... could absorb blood with this too. And imagine if I get like 3 people in my shadow mist at a time. But nah, alright. Give me coagulation. That targets blood will now burst out of their body, flowing towards your mouth to feed you without touching your prey. Now I'm level 14, but now that I am, I can't upgrade my ultimate. And more health? I think I do want more health. Everybody's healed. Healthy! Is that news? Merchants are happier. Everyone here's healed. Hold up. You've got a cold now, Peepa. Peepa's got a cold. You both have colds. Newton, Peepa, what happened? I'm afraid to look. Whitechapel. Whitechapel without Dorothea. It's gotten better. More people have colds, though. So it is climbing back up. Cool. Even with Dorothy missing. I'm sorry, Dorothy. Okay, so I'm going to need... Cold, cold. You've got a cold. Enid Gillingham, I haven't found yet. Woodbead should be back. 3 cold medicines. I can make it. Okay, who all needs? I don't know you yet. Hospital has Peepa and Newt. I like Newt. I like Peepa. Let's go heal him. There should be people here. There's a guy with... That's an exterminator dude. Let's get him first.
See them fancy clothes? This one's gone. See them fancy clothes? This one's just gone.
I like how they assume that just because they got fancy clothes on the top.
Bloody leech!
Give me the free blood. Ooh, delicious! And it should be one last gunner, right? Was that it? Was that everyone? 10 grease, 10 screws. Dug deep into that trash can. Man, did I make it easier to traverse? eating to avoid the gunshot. Oh, that is rude. That is way rude. Hit? Make contact? What am I doing? See why upping the timer that I hold him for isn't really important. Freezing him, cool. That gives you some breathing windows. Oh, another guy. Free blood, and all I gotta do is stop him from attacking me. It really is free blood. More trash? Wait, if the trash is updated, how the boxes? The boxes haven't. The trash cans have, though. Interesting. I don't see the chaplain. There's a chaplain. Will it now? Oh, the cooldown increased. So it's not every 9 seconds I could coagulate to get free blood. I guess that's fair. I've made this thing so powerful it would be extremely unfair if it let me spam it that often. Even the chaplains aren't a problem anymore. Okay, so who needs cold medicine? Peepa and one of our gay boys. This box is free. Maybe these boxes replenish every night. That was a burp.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
He's healthy, so it's his boyfriend.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
He has a
medical
cold.
attention, sir.
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, I've got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You are wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Can I get you two to go there then?
Goodbye, Mr. Blight.
I could compel a nurse so hard that her mind gets destroyed. But I can't convince a couple of gay boys to go to the hospital. Where's your boyfriend, Mac? Not boyfriend, girlfriend. Peepa. Peepa, there you are.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
167 XP. I feel like I should have healed people first, but they wouldn't have gotten sick unless I advanced the night. So sadly I couldn't take advantage of this free XP anyway. Whitechapel District, serious condition, but it's getting better, isn't it? 77%, it's almost stable. What have we got here?
There's safer places to be than here.
Oh, was there?
There's one.
Then he should have gone there. Oh, Chaplain. Maybe I'll run and come back. Oh, I got stuck in.
We cannot be defeated.
Really? Watch. Oh, I got the wrong one. Oh well. Dead is still dead. Get some more blood into me. And now it's mono a mono. Ooh, that combo. Just be trying to hit me with the cross. Is there a cooldown on the Faith? Because I'd assume your role should be more of support. Just waving that cross around. Not like that, like holding up flashy style. Common handle parts. Bah. Common parts of a common enemy. Skulls. Another chaplain. And an executioner. See, that. Is there a cooldown on how much faith he has? Because otherwise, why not always use that?
Filthy murdering bastard!
Tried to coagulate him, but I was too late. Stamina. Gotta get that back. What's my prize? 1 shilling and 1 lead rod. But more importantly, a clear route now between Whitechapel and the hospital. And also got a clear route between the hospital and the docks. You two should be fine. There's gotta be a way to sneak up on these two and spy on them. But I haven't found it.
It's not my call, Baron. You pay one way or another. Please, Joe.
Guy should have eaten. A colossus.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
You look ill, Miss Swanra. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I have no doubt it will. But I'm not against a second opinion, Dr. Reed.
Shh.
Well, there you have it. Take this remedy, but be discreet. It may damage your business otherwise.
Thank you.
I'd like to see...
Swill. And everything else. What's the status here again? Status here is serious. But she's recovering. Mason won't ever talk to me. I have 2 things now to give him because I can't read Braille. To read the Braille alphabet, 1 out of 4. Oh well. It's everybody that want to heal, so back I go. Who's this? Darius. Oh, Darius, I'm so sorry. Nobody warned me that I was going to mind wipe her that hard. Event. Alright, right, that's just Dorothy. I'm not gonna do that event, I'm sorry.
Good evening, Zhao Shu.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
Is there a reason you were picking the fellow's pockets?
What are you doing with your time, now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood.
Ah, that's what she
by
was doing
handing out
then.
medicine.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reed. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
That's very
See,
charitable.
turn her into the new
Don't do
Dorothy.
it at night.
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Why don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reed. And for now, I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
Fair enough, noble hearter.
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the dead, but my efforts will be for the living.
A wise attitude. Don't forget your safety. Don't lose yourself. It's a wise attitude. She is tackling her grief, embracing it in a healthy way.
I've no doubt. That is a wise and useful attitude in this part of town.
To be completely honest with you, I'm also doing this for myself. If I'm destined to survive this epidemic, I need my life to have some purpose.
A new hint. Hopes to find a place where she will be useful. The hospital. Literally have her replace Dorothy.
Do you still think about your departed husband?
Of course I do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean. And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew, without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
Is that my cue? To consume her, to unite her with her beloved.
Goodbye.
Well, either way, let's go back. I've done all I wanted to do. I've healed all the sickly people. Duty, 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 do. Though I should probably check with these merchants. Because since they're all in good condition from the hospital onwards, they said it affects your prices. They might have stuff to sell. No merchant has
Good
died
evening,
in this
Dr.
area.
Please show me. Of course.
Ergot, codeine, cool stuff. There's Milton. I think that's it then, right? Just Rakesh and Milton for the merchants here. Cox doesn't sell anything. Milton, Milton, Milton.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
Personal queue is up, but there's nothing to ask him.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
Molten shotgun, 296 damage. I could afford it now. But what I want more than guns are handle parts. Handle or trigger parts, handle parts really. But of a better quality than common. Nobody else has anything, right? Cool, cool, cool. And now I'll go continue to play the game. Since I am level 14 now, it shouldn't be too difficult to go through those other pre-win guards. And make my way towards the... I don't think I've been here, have I? There's a gate. There's a gate, so I probably can't get through there just yet. Yeah, that's a gate. I don't think I could go to this end of Whitechapel. What if I could, though? What if I could? I'm gonna try it. Where are they? Gunner, Brawler.
Speak it ain't human!
There was a guy at the end of the bridge, but he does not care at all that his friends were screaming and dying. He knows they're grown adults, they could take care of themselves. What even is a battle buddy system? Two. The system is 2. And he figures that those 2 are together is good enough, they don't need 3. What is here?
It's locked.
Curious. On a skull by his lonesome. Just replenish some stamina. Maybe I do want more endurance. Because as it is, it gives me a good one. I can get across. To the docks. Just a shortcut too? Nobody else came in. I don't know what his screaming does, apart from being, like, weird. Woo! Been here before. Since those things are picked. Some shillings. So I know this is dockside, but where dockside am I? The docks. Okay, so North Docks. Think I have a good idea where I am now. Okay, yeah, that's where he got the note on what's his face. Okay, now I know where I am. Common trigger parts. And that's everything out here, right? This side is nothing. Because that's locked. Wait, is this? Oh! Oh! Shortcut from the hospital! Could just walk down here. Oh, that's much quicker. Walk down this way, fight through a couple of scows, jump across, and bam, you're at the docks. That's much faster. He didn't even know I was here. True still. Finsbury Gate. Are they locked? They're locked.
It's locked, all right.
Whatever, you guys. 17. So I can't go to this area, but I can explore more out here. And that's a dead end too. Dead end first. Is dead end gonna be a boss? One brawler, executioner. So nothing too fancy. And a whole minute cooldown on my special.
Better go home, sir. What is that?
Here I go, making myself sloppy. Out of the way, out of the way.
I cannot enter.
Okay, so what's so important that 3 of you have to block it? Beyond some nice houses. Nothing? Couple of boxes, just springs. Springs and quinine was so important as a guard. And salicin. And nothing else? 267 experience. I'm not even sure if they're worth all that much for fighting. Love getting caught in the walls. Little boxes here, right? Just some shillings, 1 box. Opium, 8 whole opiums. Plenty of drugs on this side of town. And another canal side here. With another leap across. Cool. Mostly exploring, seeing what's about. A brawler, level 17. I see at least one other person. Is that a shiny up on the, that is a shiny on the balcony. But I don't see how to get up. Gunner.
I'd head back if I were you, sir. Crush the leads, boys! Fight for this! Back to the bloody grave!
With the guard getting easier and easier like this, I think I'm ready to to stop ignoring the boss fight I meant to be doing. Shillings.
It's locked, all
Vial,
right.
glass vials. Where's this go to? According to the map, facing the door, you are on that building, so might be something in there. They wouldn't not have the door for no reason. Oh, there's a hideout. You're open. You're open and there's a box here. Forgot. Clove essence. And a note. The Vampire Club. New collectible. Story of Ascalon. A modern leaflet printed on cheap paper. The West End must unite. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them control you. They are amongst us. They lust after your soul. Vampires are real. Defend your community. Do you think vampires hide in the dodgy areas of the hovels of London? No. They hide in the highest clubs and the fancy house of the West End. I know for a fact that some of them rule the empire in secret. They have a club. They have public figures. They have balls and fancy parties. They aim to control the country and our destinies. We must reveal them for what they are. Greedy enemies of mankind, born into this world to bring us all into the eternal darkness of hell. You know them, but you don't dare to pronounce their names. Tories. I will, soon, and everybody in London will know the names of the Vampire Club. Clarence Crossley. For more information, please contact me directly. If I was a vampire, I think I might. Aluminum powder. Oh, I can't go out here, can I? Because that would be inside this walled up area. Is this West End? Is this West End proper? And that's why I can't go in. I'm only permitted docks for now. It's so weird. It turns out if you don't use guns, you don't use bullets. Okay, let's continue then. I have officially explored every place there is to explore here. And now I know that the canal gives you shortcut access. I heard shouting and got worried because there shouldn't be any fighting here. To think the first time we were down here was to spy on Dorothea, back when Dorothea wasn't a skull. What was that? You saw that? That was like a trail of fiery particles, right? Not like those, but like a fire arrow, it looked like. Was there shouting? Like actual shouting? No, either there was. A Pruin guard at the hospital wouldn't have launched a bolt all the way here. I probably was just seeing these particles at a weird angle or something. That can't be it though. That was for sure a fiery bolt that launched down. I'm seeing things. Only rational explanation. Okay, so on this side we have one boss fight and a bunch of high-level dudes that are now on my level. This end should have a sewer dog, I think. and was too low level last Friday to engage. Or is this also Prune Guard? No, this was also Prune Guard, I think. Except now I don't see anybody. Not that I've leveled up. Level 22, Fire Executioner. Yeah, sure, I'll turn around. 10 levels above me. Okay, was it here that was a Fire Dog then? Not Fire Dog. Sewer Dog. Leap. Okay, I think North Dock might be beyond my abilities. Level 22 Chaplain. Deuces.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing.
Who's this? Archer Woodbead? Haven't properly spoken to you yet.
Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
Looking for Sean Hampton. We know where he is, but he haven't asked you yet.
I'm looking for a man named Sean Hampton.
Just asked Tom, he's gonna say.
A sad saint. Even when he was young, his faith and dedication were inspiring. A beacon even, if I may say so.
Interesting. But have you...
Oh, this game does pause if you all tab out. Wanted to test the audio bars, because it does kind of feel low. Everything's on 10. What if I just turn you up some here? Bam. Because I did turn it down a little bit low for Sunless Skies. Trains are loud.
Spoken to him recently?
I spoke with him about my missing son a few days ago. I've not seen him since he was attacked by some drunkard and left the vicinity.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
Missing the good old days.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
What's that supposed to mean, old man?
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet boot boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gangman.
I was their leader for a time, believe it or
Schmitz,
not.
thank you for the follow.
Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
So Archer, were you an OG boot boy? Now Nishima's son used to lead the Wet Boot Boys when they were a respectable gang, not like now. Sure, old man. I'm sure back then your elders said the exact same thing. Back in the 1860s, the wet boots must have meant something, not like now in the 1880s.
If you were such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Remarkable new faces, stranger weird characters who do you trust? How about the old days? He's all about the old days.
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
So he knows Gillingham, but we haven't seen her yet. No relationships. So knows her, but otherwise no social attachments.
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody.
Besides Jonathan's.
Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
Rufus the Curse. We know him as Rufus. Haven't heard him as a curse yet.
I'm sure a district as colorful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though. Despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
Now, see, that's what What's-His-Face said. The new boo of Edwina. That the sewer dog is an old lady. Did he say he saw her?
I'm sure.
So,
If you don't.
the sewer dog...
If you don't.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags.
I saw her once. See, I thought the sewer dogs were those large beasts that you fight every once in a while. They're werewolf-esque things. And thought that what Edwina's boo saw was just a skull or something. Maybe a vampire. Is that a specific one that we're gonna fight?
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout if you catch my meaning.
Personal cues.
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
That's called bitterness, man. Even if it is disgust flavored. Better in the future, these are difficult times. Old people always complain. That's gonna endear me to him. These are difficult times.
With everything that's happened recently, the war, Spanish flu, I must concede that these are difficult times.
A few nights ago, I saw a kid eating a rat. He was right in front of one of those abandoned houses nearby. Just chewing on a living rat's insides.
Yeah, these are tough times. You just said that.
Tell me everything you know about the Guard of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Archer blames the guard of Priwen for his son's disappearance. No relationships, his son is dead. We'd probably killed him ourselves. Considering how many guard we've gone through.
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
Why did he join? Did he give an explanation?
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reed. But I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me
Oh,
proud.
really, Archer? His love for his dad is what got him killed. Wet Boot Boys.
Tell me about the Wet Boot Boys, Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Nothing more in depth. Well, we have all of his hints. Blood quality of 3000. But mesmerism level 3.
Goodbye, sir.
Okay, that's new guy spoken to. There's some way across from here. Large beast, level 22. At a much smaller level 15 Pruin Gunner, right outside. Is it that door? That door is open. So in here is a large beast. With plenty of pre-wind gunners on the outside. I kind of want to take on the beast, but it is 8 levels above me. It should be alright, right? I'm a big, strong vampire now. Oh. They got her there just to get eaten. Well, he's only by himself. By himself isn't too bad. I can do one large beast by himself. Ooh, and the guard were nice enough to take some damage off him. I'm getting greedy here. He's got way too much... No, I can take some blood. Not too greedy then. Hey. And here I was worried. What else do we have here? We're officially on the west side of town. Common handle parts. Nobody outside. Door's not locked. That gate is probably what I want, isn't it? Can I bypass this entirely? Because it kind of looks like it wants me to go into here, do the boss fight that got me killed on Friday, then come outside, leap, leap, leap. Maybe go through here, maybe go through there. There's a door out here too. Could leave this side, then go through the building. Then gate. And there's gate here. Is it locked? Oh, there's rats. Jimmy the Spark. Where's Jimmy the Spark? Oh right, Jimmy the Spark is... it's him. Well, you're locked.
It's locked.
So I do gotta go through Jimmy, don't I? Maybe this beast is the alternative. You go through, you fight the beast instead, and then access without needing Jimmy? Or is there an upper route? Door's been unlocked. Oh, so there is an upper route, but I couldn't have used it without going through the beast first. Don't know about route though, because I don't see a way out. No. Newspaper article. Youth arrested for attempted murder. Mouse, behave. Last night, a young man named Tom Watts was arrested by the police for attempted murder in the renowned restaurant The Silver Bell on Percival Street. The suspect was spotted standing in front of the restaurant, pointing a gun at customers for about 1 minute without firing. 2 witnesses promptly reported his behavior. Watts was arrested without incident, but refused to give any explanation for his actions, and only gave his name. His gun was loaded, confirmed the policeman, who answered our questions. It is likely that Watts will feel the full force of His Majesty's courts for his transgression. The young man shall be jailed for at least a few years. Tom Waits? Nice Tom Watts? What is that about Tommy? Was jailed for attempted murder. That must have been a few years ago then. Because Sabrina Cavendish isn't too old. He mentions that he's much older than her. So maybe that was then. A violent past he used to have. Was he also part of some gang? Because I thought at first, maybe, someone had said something about Sabrina. He does get a bit upset when people bully her. But the article makes it clear that he was arrested and locked up for a while then. Fire executioner. So it could only be pre-Sabrina. This is North Dock territory. That's not gonna get me in to here, is it? What level is he? 18 is a fire executioner. And somebody else down here, 19. Any friends? Just a brawler? I only see the two so far. If I keep them separated, then I might be able to take them on.
It ain't human.
Ooh, but he got me. Ooh, down you go. Down I go. Too sturdy, can't knock him down with that. It's alright, by themselves they're not too bad. No goodies. No goodies. Even the box hasn't pre-looted. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I don't see friends on the outside, but it might be too far away. One shilling for the effort. Nothing else? No more shines? Could go down, but do I want to? Seems safe. There's rats. Could I go through from here? Locked. Locked, so I have to go through Sparky. Also locked. And this is where that first skull was fought, wasn't it? Where we met Sean for the first time. Level 20 brawler. And a gunner. It's tempting. It's only two of them. There, they just swallowed one.
Put an end to you!
No more new stuff here, just shillings that I could have picked up the first time. Well, there's an up. Haven't been up here. And no boat back to the hospital. Ooh. What have you got? Oh, now you got this beast! No, the chaplain took him down! Level 22 chaplain. Rookie, and chaplain. Mmm. It's tempting. It's sorely tempted to take them on. They can't reach me from here, can they? But I can reach them! Oh, that did so little damage.
It's a leech! Kill it! We have to stop it!
There, the sewer dog has been avenged. And still just common parts. When did good parts start showing up? It's the good stuff I really lack. Orientation, okay. Can go back up if I wanted. More Pruins. And there's a way in by leaping. Was there anything down this end?
Not a safe place right now, sir.
Right, fire, execution, and one other. But they should be fine.
Are you dead? Get in with me!
Scared them off. Finsbury Gate, can't get through. Or can I? Hold on. I don't see a gate here. I don't see a gate here. Can I just walk up through here? No, there... I can't tell if that's gate or just a fold. That's a fold. Because that was locked. That was locked. Or wait, no. That wasn't. Because I got here and through here. Oh, there could be a gate then. An unseen gate. Nobody home. Fake door. Can't go up. Gate. And is it locked? It's locked.
It's locked, all right.
Every time I think I find some new cool back path. At least the dock is healthy. So what have we got here? One rookie, one executioner, exterminator, even worse.
Burn it, boys! Killing's all you deserve. I hate leeches!
Wrong one. Oh, and that's... Oh. I keep forgetting that the health bar I see isn't really my health, because it drains a bit, so the true value is somewhere down here when I think it's here. Well, just means more people to fight through. Except only got to 476 experience for the whole endeavor. So probably not worth it to cut down everybody. Well, I've got no choice. Fire, could you quit that? Just doesn't end. How'd I put fire out? Because quick-stepping ever wasn't doing it. Just running? Should I just run a lot? Maybe that's it. Run a ton to blow the flames out. Back to grinding up all of my blood. Okay, trick is just don't get caught on fire. Then I do the thing I just told myself not to. That guy's a pain. Save him until I get more blood. Sit and wait. Where's the chaplain? These guys get a chaplain, don't they? Waiting in the back, the coward. Do I get experience for these guys cutting each other? Like in Sunless Skies? Or have I got to do the kill? 484 experience. Still 484.
This is no place for a gentleman.
Yeah, caught up the front. Get out, get out, get out. I just want some measure of blood. Gotta have some measure of blood in me. And there goes all my blood again. Thanks, Padre. Give it back. Back to one small point of blood. The suit's up here though, right? Brawler, gunner. Kinda gotta, now for the sake of getting my blood. You two, but isn't there one more around here? Or is that a different warehouse?
Easy does it, boys. Deal with this vermin. Let's go now.
Is he still hurt? Ooh, what about if I coagulate to draw blood from him and then leave? Because I don't think they could come up here. So I could just exploit my coagulation till blood comes back. Or at least enough blood. Easy, gents, easy. That's not easy. That's the exact opposite of being easy. No more deaths here. I said no more deaths, not all the deaths. Ah. Alright, fine, in that case. From where I am now, still got dudes blocking the way to the canal, I think? If I want to just hop across to safety. 492, slowly inching my way up. Where am I? Back to North Docks. This is my punishment for curiosity and trying to explore. There. Blood and health happy now. So with blood and health happy, maybe I'll come through you then. Oh, so much health lost. One and 0.
Back in the crowd.
Or not, or don't fight him. But on a different level. It does appear, though, that the fire from the rookies hurts at higher level. So even their flames seem to be leveling up. And back to the definition of insanity. Worth it? Nah. Anywho, health is better, blood is better. So guess I'll just do the boss fight the game really wants me to do.
Foolish girl and her pre-principles.
Oh wait,
No idea who she's dealing with.
hold on. Now that we're back. Where's the vampire hunter dude?
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
Welcome back, Doctor.
Tom,
What can I do for you?
You've been in prison, haven't you? Details about the murder, arrest for murder, new life after prison, everything in one hint.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time. A proud, wet boot boy.
Everyone in town is a wet boot boy.
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music.
Yeah, another one.
He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
Empathized? Did you realize how sad you were? You were scared to kill. Was it his own sadness? Because he hated him, that much is true. But was it his own sorrow that stopped him?
You've had a sad, violent, and lonely life, with no joy to speak of. You realized that you were living with nothing but sadness.
No, not really. I had friends and happiness in my life. And it was more about just being pleased for the guy.
That's pretty sweet.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
Arrest.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
Customers aware? Imprisonment in jail, are they aware?
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die, eventually.
Will the docks always be dangerous? Dangerous to stay? Will the docks always be dangerous?
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened? Staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
I just realized that tattoo on the arm is the turtle in question. I thought that was a compass. But that's the epitomous turquoise turtle. Renounced criminal lifestyle. Does Sabrina know, though? Sabrina knows, surely. Could we ask Sabrina about him?
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
You still working at this hour?
London Live. Tom's past incarceration.
Were you aware of Tom's past incarceration?
That's the first thing he told me when he offered me the job. He didn't want me hearing about his past from anyone else.
Did it surprise you to find out about it?
Not really. I was already aware of his reputation before I met him. That's why I came to the Turtle in the first place.
Who's got a
Most
reputation?
people would have run away because of that.
Not me. I thought a man like him could give me stability, you know? At least to some degree. And I wasn't mistaken.
Personal cues. Has Tom renounced his life of crime? It seems he has. He's got this pub going, a neutral zone.
Tell me, Sabrina, do you really believe Tom has renounced his life of crime?
He proves it to me every day he tells the truth. Tom Watts is a good man. One of the best.
And you don't think he might fall back into his sordid ways?
We can all do terrible things, Dr. Reed. And we never know what we're really capable of until it's too late.
Take that, early 20th century social Darwinism.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
And I can't relay Sabrina's
Welcome
confidence
back.
in him, can I? Personal cues are all out. Life in London. One hint remaining. Is it one of his? One of his last two?
Goodbye, Mr. Watt.
Alright, since that's everyone, where's the boss fight? Boss fight is over. Down, to the right, then across. Nearly 3 hours plus the weekend, so can't keep running away from it. Beast is still here. Do you three not see each other? He's staring right at him. What more does he want? I guess this attack has the... Oh, there we go. Now be spotted. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. Oops, don't get walled in. Two, 1, 0. He's not attacking, is he? Is he broken? I think he's broken. Even I was kind of locked in to an attack thing just then. Nope, he's fine now. Just had to go and fix him. And he's broke again. Boop. Box. And now you're going to be in here. Blood trail to boss fight. Oh, what if I lure the giant beast in here? Probably could. Have it chase after me that... No. Because the door closes when the boss fight begins. It's one of those automatic magnetic doors. In 1918. I could target him. He's only level 60, so it'll be too bad. I can't target him until the fight starts proper. Fine. Close the door on me then.
Over there! There's one of them
Oh, it's got flame. It's gonna be so bad.
Die, vermin!
You. With my stamina low. Oh, there's more of them.
All of you bloody leeches need killing.
Okay, so I gotta take him out first then. They'll all come back. No, I don't. If you could stop. Okay, watch my stamina. Ow. Ow. Was he dead? Cool. Common pistol parabellum. Thank you for the blood replenishment. When avoiding the boss ends up being more difficult than the actual boss fight itself.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Can't see anything else. That's where'd I come from? Was it this way? No, that's the way out. So it was from this way. Then in through here. No ups to get to. Lower Thames Bank. A skull. At least skulls are straightforward. Peoples? Oh. That's not it for Pruin. Then where is everybody else? Where's the people? Are they hiding in safety until this is done? Can't go over from there, so I have to go through the guard. Okay. This leech has a name, thank you very much. And indoors? It's not a hideout, is it? Nope. Door to more doors. One brawler. Are they both brawlers? Oh, hold on. Nope, nothing to see here.
I can't let you through.
And that's over on the... Ooh, hold on. I can unlock that then. I could. They're only level 16 and 17. It's only a brawler and a chaplain. Both are very in-your-face types. Oh, and a scout. Don't mind me. Feels like an easy way through. Because nobody's here, right? Night shelter vicinity. Now other people? Is this a safe place? Who's that? Who is this? I can't see you, but I see you. Ichabod? There are people here. This is safe. Apart from the blood.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
I haven't seen him in ages.
Goodbye.
So if he's here, then where are those posters? Because he said to pick posters up, but those posters were a while back. Another new person. And Enid? Read about Enid?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having.
Is this his merchandise?
None taken,
Cards,
sir.
a hat,
But please, I
a
need to
souffle.
eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Is that an offer? Found this watch. No. Which watch is that? That's my watch, isn't it? What other watches were there? I think there was a watch that I found, but to give to somebody else or sell. So gotta confirm first.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who
Subtle
the hell
Jonathan.
are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
I don't see what Jonathan got so worked up about there. Getting up on his business about his business. Chose to be a lousy merchant instead of a gang member. Admirable.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
Do they not know Alzheimer's in 1918? Enid is sometimes confusing her son Jack and Martin Nightingale. And she has connections with him. What kind of connection do they have? If I were to eat her, will that affect him?
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Personal cues.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's
Wow,
always the
peddling.
night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
He's a caretaker for the poor, is he not?
Something like that, yes.
Sorry, I don't know where he is.
Goodbye.
Please, sir. Come and have a go.
Bring it back to a relative or sell it. For the Jack Gyllenhaal watch. Maybe this isn't to sell. Maybe if I give it to him, then he'll give it to her. Because it says to bring to a relative. I'm gonna guess his mother would be a relative of Jack. Relative or sell. Enid, knock knock.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor.
Oh, we know you got a cold.
But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
Let me in.
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
Enid's house, healthy. Though I do think I heard rats. Heard him, but I don't see him. Who's out there? I don't think those are her relatives. Oh, we could have fought those guys right outside her window. Put on a show for her, for old Gran. First customary looting. Old Town, London. Still following the old Roman traditions of sacred hospitality. Invite a guest in. They're free to take what they want in exchange for a story.
It's locked.
This way we are bound by the precepts of Zeus Zenios to not consume the other.
Dr. Tippett.
Tippett?
What brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed.
She knows Tippets.
Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
I did kind of fail a couple of hints on Dr. Tippets. Because I chose to trust in one of the other nurses in covering up for him. But maybe, if Enid here knows Tippets, she might have some tidbits on Tippets?
I'm looking for a Sean Hampton. Do you know where I might find him?
Sean Hampton, you say? Oh, the name does seem vaguely familiar, but alas, I cannot recall from where.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh no, I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
What's she afflicted with? A headache. We can make headache medicine.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippets.
I'm wondering if giving her the watch is the right course of action. On the one hand, maybe she does need the memento. But it does seem like her memory is quite not all there. Maybe if I give it to the lad outside, he could probably roleplay as her son every so often, forge a bond.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all?
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Jack is dead. Jack will come back. Jack takes good care of you. Maybe I should let her have this fantasy. Say Jack will take good care of her. Give the watch to the guy she often mistakes for Jack. I don't know. From what I understand, there is a shift in Alzheimer care from trying to make them remember things, daily reminders, little things for them to keep track of, and more towards letting them be happy, living in their world, while taking care of them. Jack takes good care of you. Well, she's gonna forget anyway.
Jack takes good care of you, Miss Gillingham.
He does indeed. My Jack is the best son a mother could ask for.
Didn't fail any hints.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
I'm gonna see if I can't... Hold on. Hold on. Unfinished letter. Rodney, I just heard about what happened tonight. I ran to your house, but you were already gone. So now I'm writing this note. Is it true you killed him? I can't believe it. Why? What happened? I really need to talk to you now. Please, find a way to contact me when you receive this message. Since I know you can be very cautious. And to prove to you this is not a trap. Let us use a code when we meet. I'll whistle my name, Jack, in Morse code, and you whistle yours, okay? This way you'll know it's really me. For now, it's a good thing you are hiding. The wet boot boys are all over the neighborhood, claiming they will punish the man who murdered one of them. I'm sure we could make an arrangement to settle things once the heat dies down. Rodney Grader is alive, is he? A new investigation. Man hiding in the sewers. All the way out here. Because I was wondering if Rodney was the name of the guy that Booth killed. Booth or Clay, because Clay killed somebody. But nah, he's alive, he's in hiding, he's somebody else entirely. Leaving. Only 2 people unaccounted for now. Thing is, I don't know if,
Please,
hey,
sir.
I found this watch,
Propaganda.
means selling the watch. I don't know if I can, like, hey, I found this watch, and then back out of using
Good evening,
it.
Miss Gillingham. May I come?
Of course.
Let me see if it gives me the opportunity to back out.
So,
I found this watch. It was a gift from you to your boy, wasn't it? I think it should return to you now.
oh, I remember. Yes, I recall the day I offered Jack this watch. Oh, it was such a beautiful day. Thank you, sir.
Trinkets and possessions help us remember our past. Promise me you'll not lose it.
I would never lose anything that belonged to Jack. Why don't you take this? Dr. Tippett's? Please, for your charity.
Okay, so seems like once you commit, there's no going out. So better to give it to her mother then, to his mother. And nothing failed.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Watch.
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that, Doc.
And now you can trade without the risk of giving away somebody's memento.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Vampire facts and scowls. Vampire fact sheet and scowls. I'll take that. A music box containing a folded letter. Commons, just commons.
Please, sir. Come and have a gander.
Don't gotta yell, I just bought from you. Fertility, fertile. Vampire factions and scowls. Vampire and the Guard will never have a common interest. Never. Not so long as I live. Not after I die and pass the torch on the leader. I know some of us have witnessed a strange and huge vampire hunting down the scowls just like we do. He is well dressed and seems to speak eloquently, but don't be fooled. If this unknown leech and his friends seem to hate scowls as much as we do, some others offer them safe haven in exchange for obedience. Scouts of the North have reported that strange ceremonies occur in the secluded forests of Scotland. Ceremonies of blood and human sacrifice to old pagan gods. They may be adversaries to London vampires, but none of these leech factions could be our allies. All vampires must be destroyed, and no alliance will be made between them and us. From Adversary by Kendall Stone, founder of the Guard of Pruin. Music box with the letter. My dear Jack from Enid. Mr. Nightingale, why do you have a letter? To Jack from Enid. My dear Jack, I write this letter as long as I have the strength and the will. Not that I have something to hide or fear, except perhaps to forget what I want to tell you. I always knew you would become someone important, someone good and nice. I knew it since you were a child, when you preferred to read books rather than going to play outside. I knew it when you helped me carry groceries before you went to school. and cleaned the house after you came back. I'm proud of you, my son. Not only because I am your mother, but also because you deal so well with everything around you. I'm sorry I have recently become such a burden to you. Never forget I love you. I hope you never forget you love me. Enid. Aw, Mom. A new hint? Enid feels guilty about Jack. Again, Nightingale, how'd you get this? Are you thieving?
Good evening, young.
There's no need.
Can't ask him about how he got his hands on it.
Goodbye.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite the stranger to these parts.
Good evening.
So,
I feel guilty about Jack.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham. You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
Aw, Enid.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Please, sir. Come and have a gander.
So who else is here? We spoke to Ichabod several times already. There's blood. Probably Samuel's blood. Is there a save here? Enid. There's a save. Out on the other side. Wait a tick, but I can get there, can't I? Because you can unlock the gate from here.
A vampire kills.
Oh, posters. Anti-vampire posters. Danger is closer than you think. They are already here. Do not let them take the kingdom. See a vampire? Seek for help. Ichabod Morton, expert vampire hunter. Where forgot to hide these? Ichabod? Burn all the posters, or stick 5 posters in the streets of the East End docks. I mean, it's not like Ichabod's gonna actually hunt a vampire himself. It's probably not going to be a case of hang the posters, people legit come to Ichabod goes out, Ichabod dies, and becomes a skull like Dorothy. In the streets of the East End docks. Where would that be then? Where do you want them? Just all throughout here. Alright. Well, let me... New person? New person. And the last one is going to be the fellow in the sewers.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
She seems nice. Is she a nurse? No, not dressed like a nurse. Unofficial nurse, maybe. While I go about stealing all the meds. Why does that say? Desktop no longer available. Haven't dropped. Have you streamed? Doesn't seem to have. Weird. With how finicky Comcast tends to be. A little bit on the paranoid side today. But it doesn't appear to have dropped. No, 2 hours 17 still. Cool. and do have transcoding. That's the important thing.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Because I dressed nice. Trade union activist.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
Believe cost your job. No support for the trade union.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide.
Oh,
With me
no.
and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What
And
really
out with them
happened?
as well.
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
What were you doing counting the money in public while drunk? This is like that cheesy Sherlock plot where a defense contractor or something has a USB stick with highly classified information, and he's just drinking and talking about it at the pub as if nobody takes OPSEC seriously. I guess I could understand her because it's 1918 and the trade union probably isn't teaching OPSEC principles that haven't been invented yet. But come on, Moffat, that's just sloppy writing.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Hint required. No hints on you yet.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
We have literally dragged ourselves out of death. Don't like me much. Doctors work hard too.
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Of course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
She's been on Twitter already.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
I would comment that we do work and presumably live in this area, but we have died, what? 41 times already. So point taken, madam.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
Does that mean you see me as an enemy? Is that within the realm of possibility?
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
I fight poverty. You really have no idea who I am. Don't you know who I am? You are right. She could be right. Or we could be fighting poverty. Or more like biting poverty in the neck. But really have no idea who I am is the objectively worst answer here. Let's recognize our privilege, yes. Jonathan Reed is an upper-class man who, through benefit of his wealth and upbringing, could afford to become a doctor.
You're right, Miss Paxton. My clothes and my manners do speak for me. And I may not belong here, but that doesn't make me a bad person.
You tell me, Dr. Reed. You tell me.
That's a nice enough exchange.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well,
There.
I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
We speak to you? We can, I think. Oh, wait, this is... Oh, this is the night shelter. All this is. The tents, this building. Okay. And he's in here. In that case, before I speak to Lottie, where's the gate? The gate's right over here. Lottie is a resident, right? She is. Missing final person, then Lottie, I'm guessing. Because I need to make headache medicine. For Enid. Brawler. Still haven't cleaned the corpses from my hideout. Got migraine. Migraine for Mason. Mason who refuses to speak to me. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. Enid isn't here. Oh, there's an upstairs.
I'll find you something.
Didn't notice that. Cool.
Good evening, Miss Gilligan. May I...
So,
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippett. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
Give medicine, how could I not?
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Miss Gilligan.
25 XP. Alright, let me explore up here, then we'll do the 5 posters.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite a stranger to these parts.
Oh, thought that was rose petals. Well, there's nobody up here, is there? Smash bottles. Maybe this is just wine? No. That's not just wine. Someone's gotten himself eaten. Someone's. Blinker Skull. Is there a poster point here? Right below me. Right through the skull blocking the poster. Boop. And of course, the guards are Prewin, not nice enough to help me out here. So where to put the poster? No, really. Where to put the poster? On this side of the wall? Oh, poster, I see it now. On these. And while I'm here... Excuse me, Father. Got a confession to make.
Stay back, beast!
Nope, wrong one. Out of the way. How that didn't get me, I don't know. Dodged him so much, but just wouldn't have it. Fine, forget it. You guys are mean. You don't want to play nicely.
Fear no evil! We do the Lord's work here! Beast must die! Go on back to the shadows! Crush this beast! Guidance!
Okay, that'll be easy. Easy, sir. Stamina hasn't come back yet. Patience. Have I been in here? Yeah, I think I have. Came through here, then down. So where is next poster point? Just all along the street. Or is it here then? That's just join the ranks. Should be right on the wall then. Oh, there it is. I see it.
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple agent?
Came through here. That's the vicinity. Thames. I know I haven't been in here then. Just shillings. A handful of shillings. There's no one here, right? There's just blood.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Door's been unlocked. But where's door go? Because this is still safe, right? This is just right around here. It's not really much of a shortcut. Is that a chaplain way out of the distance?
Die, vermin!
Out of the way.
The beast must die! Keep your eyes on it!
He really did not want to get hit. Run away, run away. You know what? Why not stab me with that? Because stabbing seems to work very well. Like when the brawlers do the bayonet move and take off like 80% of my health at once. But I missed one. Where was it? There it is. Then one final poster. Bit in there, could tell because I looted it. Put that up. That was when it happened. And last one. If you knew where I was here, then why not help your mates out?
Done.
When I was cutting them all.
Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
Boop. Oh, they heard that. That's a rarity, when they actually acknowledge the fight's going on around them. Oh, there you are. Just to replenish my stamina. Grenade? I hear Skull though. I think somebody's fighting somebody else. Level 7 skulls. No, not you. Go away. I want him. Get us in time for the cooldowns replenish. Two, one, and freeze. After you get that fart out. Stamina come back.
You leeches need killing.
Plop into the mud. So Scal's gone. They actually managed to kill it. Little loot for me. No loot from the Skull. More Skull. Is there a sewer entrance somewhere around here? Like a storm drain or something.
Crush the leech, boy!
They're fine. That is terribly rude, my good sir. No access down here, just low tide stuff. Enforcer. Just Enforcer and Rookie.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
Oh, the public house. She means a pub where she got drunk and lost all the money that the trade union entrusted with her. Entrusted to her. Well, I don't think it's gonna be here, the money that is. It might be a clue.
Giselle's stolen money.
Hey, the money.
P.2 has some
Oh,
unethical
ZZ.
ways of financing their war.
This J. Brown grocery, they really get around. That's what, the third one of this district so far? Alright, already hung up all the posters. So none more to look for. Oh, I can't go upstairs! The cheaters. And no more monsters that I can see. Besides myself. Garda Priwen note. 27 October from Garda Priwen Command Post to Dock Patrols. Object. Vampire Hunter. Fraud. Avoid. Some of our scouts recently spotted the presence of a certain Ichabod Thorgmorton near the East End docks. You'll probably see him patrolling the place at night, claiming that he's a specialist of vampire extermination. The man is a fraud, not even a real con man, for he does not charge anybody for the work, but he clearly has no clue what he's talking about. If he ever approaches you for some joint hunt or collaboration, refuse, and let him go. In a leech fight, the man is nothing more than bait. Ichabod is not considered a real vampire hunter by the Garda Priwen. Oh, I just realized. Jack was a body that Ichabod was standing over, wasn't he? I kind of forgot that detail. Is this boss fight? It's behind the asylum. No, this isn't. This isn't. That's where I looted some stuff. No, this is safe. Then I guess that's it. That's the whole area explored. Cool. Came into there already. So Ichabod got a couple of things for the opera and doctor.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Hit needed. You are a fraud, according to the Guard of Priwen.
You've never faced, let alone killed a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
Stop fooling yourself. You're a lunatic, you have courage. Don't fool yourself, man. These are dangerous beasts. We can't exactly break the masquerading concern and confirm it, but if it was a real vampire... What have you got? A fancy bow tie and a sonic screwdriver.
Stop fooling yourself. You've never faced a vampire before. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, that's not true, sir. I've already faced one of these creatures.
Oh, really? And you're still alive.
Well, we did not actually fight. I let it go.
What do you mean?
I entered the vampire's den. The stench was terrible. I was ready to kill it. But then I saw it. Just a suffering soul like you and me.
Sympathy for
I
the vampire.
spared
Her. Is this the exact same sewer dog that 2 people so far have claimed to see? Ichabod had mercy upon the only vampire he found and spared her.
Tell me about the vampire you spared.
It was... She was a girl. Her body was a mess. I could see pus running from the deep wound. She was crying in pain.
That might have been a normal girl injured.
About her. That's what defines us as human, Ichabod.
Yes, but she was a truly evil creature. I'm haunted by the tragedies she caused ever since I spared her.
I don't know how he's coming to these cause and effect conclusions.
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Protector? New hint. Considers himself the protector of Sean Hampton's night shelter. Well, that's sweet of him. I mean, so far, right? Ichabod's been here, and there hasn't been a single vampire attack on the shelter. Right?
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Cool.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
No relationships. And 4,000 XP blood quality. Well, for now though. It's been like 2.5 hours, which means counting the Comcast has been 3 hours. I have got to pee, so I'm going to take a BRB real quick, and then we'll continue after Sean or something. So give me a second. What? No sad, morose music on the menu? Psh. Well, now it's starting. Why don't I turn the volume up a little bit more? Because I kind of feel that this game is on the quiet side. And this is a game you want on the louder side. Unlike, say, Sun of the Sea, where it might just be like engine noises, monster noises, might want to turn that down. Here, the ambience, the conversations, like most of the game.
I can't protect the whole city. It's hard enough to cover the docks by myself.
What about investigations? What's all pending? He's at the sewers. Gin bottles from Tom Watt's stash. Oh wait, that's an easy one. That's just over on the, we've been there. We cleared out fights. I've just died since. But I could totally get Tom Watt's gin. Where's the quickest way? Just down from here. Which is a few fights. It'll be fine. I got blood. Got HP. There's a brawler. Where's his friend? Executioner. That was it, right? Nobody else up here. Cool. See, it looks cool, but I'm not floundering about, getting stabbed 3 times in a row. Then straight on through. What's the issue then? Apart from this guy's uniform, making it difficult for him to hear his friend's screams of anguish. Then right on through. What's in here? I forget what fight's in here. I don't see anybody yet. Oh right, the large beast. So where's the gin then? Because I came up here earlier. It's above me, but I went up too. How'd I miss it then? Oh, because it wasn't shining. It wasn't a box or a locker.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Okay, so Tom gets the drinks. Money back to Gazelle, or keep the money and lie. No, we gotta prove that we are a savior of the people. We might be an upper class doctor, but we help the people. We use that privilege and that good upbringing and that generational advantage to bring benefit to everybody else properly. Miss Paxton?
You again? What do you want?
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
They already spent it. No, yes, here it is.
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. I'm...
Sorry?
Thank you, sir.
We got
Will
it.
you give the
That's
money
plenty.
back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Giselle was a friend of Jack, was a friend of Enid Gillingham's son. Social circle must be Lottie. There's a Lottie who's been speaking, according to the subtitles. So probably the woman cleaning up the blood right inside the threshold. About Jack Ginningham's death.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighbourhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
It can't have been a Wet Boot Boy and trade union spat, considering the injuries. That was Jack's body that we were investigating in front of the pub with Ichabod, wasn't it? Because that was a vampire wound.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Were you sweet on him? I bet she was.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Well, you're still here. His mother's still here. She could still make herself part of the family and take care of the mother of the deceased Jack.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
But for now, I want to find this missing fellow, who at least is smart enough to wear a mask according to this. Lie to Tom and keep the gin, or bring the gin back to Tom. Why keep the gin bottles though? I mean, I like gin. One of my better tolerated flavors of alcohol. Doesn't taste as much like jet fuel as everything else. But why hide it? That's just going to push him into desperate needs, isn't it? If he can't afford to keep the pub running. And he's been doing so good to put his life of crime behind him. First, find the man in the sewers. But I don't know how to access sewers. Like, I don't know if this opens up as, surprise, surprise, a bit more map filled out. I'm guessing not, because like the West End stuff is inaccessible for now, but is on the map and filled out. So there's probably an access somewhere. If it's sewer, then maybe there's an entry here someplace? If not, Night Asylum does appear to continue past here, out to there, and then maybe into the sewer? See if I can't find some entrance first. The last sewer entrance we found and used was a gate alongside the canal. Who's that? I thought we killed all of them. Pre-run brawler on patrol.
I'll send you back.
Fighting so hard made the wall disappear. Rude, terribly rude. There, health back and blood back. Flop. Have I not been up here then? Common handle parts. Okay, just a side alley. Connecting places I have been. I feel like if this sewer entrance is going to be anything like the first sewer entrance, it's probably going to be down. Oh, what's this? What's this? Sewers?
I cannot enter.
Sewers that I can't get into? That's gotta be it. Unless that's the end point, the exit point to the sewers. And the entrance is yet to be found. So maybe I do go into the night shelter, resolve the Sholm situation, then exit from here. Surrounded by skulls and pre-wind guards. Cause up here's just a pub that I can't even go into. Allegedly a pub, but it's all the same street signs or the same shop signs as everywhere else in London so far. The same greengrocers, the same grocer, the same ironmongers. Ironmonger is such a cute term. The Brits can be quaint sometime. Hardware store? Nah, if you need nails and tools, you go to the Ironmonger. Ironmonger for all of your iron needs. Okay, where's Lottie? Lottie, I'm assuming?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about
Nobody
you?
trusts me.
Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town.
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
So, Lottie, how do you intend to make money here? Because you kind of made it sound kind of sly.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose
sister?
that.
She's a Paxton. So, the trade union is from outside.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Lottie, we're in the city. What do you mean from the city? This isn't exactly the Cotswolds here.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Impossible. Everybody here is a wet boot boy or associated one way or another.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless.
So everybody.
A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Personal cues? All require hints. Have you got hints on her? All hints are locked. Oh, she's only got level 2 mesmerism to devour her. Well, Gazelle's also level 2. Okay. So they're both easy to eat.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose.
Isn't this an night
Why do
asylum?
you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
And that's it. All my cues.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Come now, Lottie. There is still much work to do.
She's helping out. Sean. Found him. Okay, so I want to go there last then. Let me see what I could loot here. Vials and codeine. I guess here's a kitchen with ferrous tartrate and shillings and opium. You don't need opium for your cooking. This is mine now. Where's the garbage? Gotta rummage the garbage too. A burnt letter. Miss Paxton, I recently heard that Hampton's shelter for months and money or support of any kind. Without a positive answer from you, I may be My boys always get with a except no for an answer. Keep on refusing me and wet boot boys come. You and your sister. Lottie has always refused to help the wet boot boys, despite their threats. The first hint, to butt my nose into your business.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Tell me about the gang's threats.
Lottie, tell me about the wet boot boys. I know they've threatened you.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources. I refused.
Is that not dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies. They claim they protect the interests of the neighbourhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
Are you sure you're safe? I praise your courage. Sound a bit reckless. I praise your courage.
I respect your courage, Miss Paxton, and I hope life will never wear you down.
Dr. Reed, you know how to make a girl blush. I am glad you came to the docks, whatever your real reasons are.
Nothing
Goodbye.
else. Oh well. It's one tidbit, one morsel to tease with.
I know I promised you I'd
Shine?
make everything right.
Handwritten prayer. Dear Lord, this is my prayer for my beloved mother, Gertrude Paxton, who now awaits her daughters in heaven. Until that day, I thank you for allowing me to wake up and to go through each new day in honest poverty and modesty. Please protect the good, Mr. Hampton, who lets us sleep in his night shelter. I humbly ask you to forgive me for the resentment I feel towards my sister Gazelle, since mother died. Blessed be her soul. Thank you, God, for hearing me. Amen. Is there friction between the Paxton sisters? Lottie and her sister Gazelle Paxton are poor and homeless since mom died. Could go around and ask Gazelle too.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Tell us about your dead mother.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her.
What?
Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims her laziness, and her complaints.
Oh, so
That's
she made
quite
one
a
overwork.
statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
You're upset that Gazelle cried. Really? Lottie, I was liking you, but that's petty. That's very petty. Flatter her.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Oh, Gazelle. Wait, wrong way. There's Sean. Avoid Sean for now. Avoid plot for now. Gazelle?
You again?
Me again.
Giselle, I know you sleep at Sean Hampton's shelter.
Nothing wrong with that.
What can you tell me about him?
He provided a roof for me and my sister. I am grateful, of course, but he gives me the creeps.
Why is that?
He's always sad, like he's about to cry. He's always asking us to get closer to God, to give ourselves to the Lord. Creepy.
Personal cues. Tell us about your mom's death.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
Talk to your sister. Lottie did not mean it. You have a bad temper. The top two are true. She should talk to her sister. And Lottie didn't really mean it. There's just that divide between her and her sis. It was a hard time. Talk to her. Communicate.
You should talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
Well, it didn't fail anything.
Well, I'll leave.
But I probably did miss a chance for good new information.
Glad.
Goodbye.
Oh well. And let me see. Sean Hampton is the pillar here. Not Watts? Why not Watts instead? Watts has a bar that everybody sees as the neutral zone.
Still much work to do.
Bad things happen when the pillars are taken away. As we learned from Dorothea. And now it's gonna put Sean in the middle of this thing because he's attacked somebody from the hospital and left. Old newspaper. The bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson Munitions Factory, the largest employer in the district. The detonation smashed the windows of all factories in North Southwark. It's a miracle only 2 people died in the attack, confirmed Chief Superintendent Alexander Brighton. Mr. Dyson? Was it Dyson? The drunk? He had it all planned perfectly. Would have been building and equipment damages, but no death until those two rolled in. Bitrate unstable again. Comcast, what are you doing? It hasn't dropped yet. But I am looking at some bad bitrate. Not really bad. 2,000. Well, now it's at 1,000. This is going to be a repeat of yesterday as Comcast woken up, hungry for bandwidth. Because I'm not really doing anything graphically intensive in the game. But it is rubber banding from like 2000 to 9000. And 9000 kilobytes per second does not exist. I think the max on Twitch is 6000 kilobytes per second for the bandwidth. And I have mine set for 5000. Hey, elite. So when it bounces as much as it is, that's a bad sign. See, right there, that little number. Can I make it pop up? No, I can't anymore. Performance window. 5000 kilobytes. Is it stable now? Is it better? Because it's good when it sits on 5000. 2000, no. 1000. I don't think it's gonna drop again, but I do want to wait for it to stabilize. You good, Comcast? You better not know than 1000. I spoke too soon. Your stream quality is good, it says. But if I go over to Twitch, well, now it says bitrate good. Is that for real? Because look at the laptop, I'm seeing red. Blue? Then why are you red? On the laptop. Because that's two different information then. Okay, now it says good. Weird. But 800 kilobytes per second is not good. That's why the Twitch dashboard is extraordinarily useless when it comes to keeping track. $500! Triple digits time.